If you want to create a new theme or if you want to edit an existing theme, then you must know master view, or some people call it as master slide. Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep, and in this video we are going to understand 4 things about master view. First, what exactly is master view? Second, how to view master view? And third, we will understand how to edit master view. And at last, that is point number 4, is how you can create a theme or how you can edit a theme using master view. So let's get started. Suppose that you have a requirement that you have to change few of your slides. In that case, you can change it manually one by one. But assume that if I have given you a requirement that you have to change almost all of your slides, or let's say 100 or 200 slides, then what you can do is, instead of changing all the slides manually, the better way is to use master view or master slide, using which you can change a bulk number of slides. So what I mean is, go to view and you have master. Click on this and you see you have master view at the top, and then you have various layouts which are used in your present Google Slides theme. So assume that if I just go to my first layout, if I click on this, you see my first slide in the navigation pane towards my left is having a yellow outline. This suggests that this particular layout is used by this particular slide. Similarly, if I just go to slide number 2 or layout number 2 in my layout, just under my master view, you see slide number 7 towards my left navigation pane is having a yellow outline. That means this particular layout is used by this particular slide. So this is all about layout and slide, right? Now let's talk about changing a particular layout. So assume that you have a theme that is pre-existing theme and you want to change the layout of that particular theme or some of the slides of that particular theme. Suppose that I want to change the text color of this particular text. What I can do is, let's say I change it to, for example, I can change it to blue. Similarly, let's say if I just go to next slide, and here if I just select everything and I want to change the font style to, let's say, Pacifico. If I just select this, now you see the style got changed. Similarly, let's say if I just go to another slide, for example, this particular layout, and here I want to change it to, let's say, different style, for example, lobster. You see I have changed it, and if you just want to verify the changes, you see that this particular layout, that means this layout is used by slide number 3. You can see that a yellow outline is there. So just close this master, and now if I just go to slide number 3, now you see that this particular slide is using lobster font. Similarly, you can change a lot of things. For example, you can change the background. I can add a background image, I can add a background color, and so on. Assume that you want to edit master, then other way is that you can just go to slide. At bottom you see you have edit master. Click on this edit master. So there are 2 ways. First way is you have to go to view and there you have master, or other way is you have to go to slide. Under the slide you have edit master. Alright, and let's assume that if I just come to this particular layout, and at this moment you see I can just move it also. You see I can just move it, and let's say that I want to change the color of this particular background. I can just select this, just go here, fill color, and assume that I want this orange color. I apply this orange color and you see how easily I am able to change it. Now you see that whatever slides that are using this particular layout will also be changed at the same time. Now if I just click on this close button towards the theme so that I get extra space, now you see the slide number 3 is also having orange color. Similarly, if I just come down, you see slide number 25 is also using the same layout and it is also changed to orange color. Similarly, I can add images as well. For example, let's do one thing. I ask you to add logo to all the pages of your Google Slides. Now, if you don't know how to use master, what you will do is you'll just go manually one by one to all the slides and you'll add logo. But that logo will not be consistent based on the size and proportion. So better way is use master. I'll just show you. For example, let's say I have an image. So let's say I have this particular image, and what I'm going to do is, let me just come down, and in my master, if I just go at the top, you have master, and let's say I want to add a logo to all my pages. So let's say I want to use this particular logo. I'll just bring it here and let me just copy it. So you can drag a particular image in Google Slide, or you can insert an image from Google Drive, or you can also search an image from web. Alright. So at this moment I have just dragged an image from my local computer. Let me just resize it. And what you can do is, you can also add transparency to your image as well. For example, if I can just select this, go to format options, and you see I can just reduce the transparency, or I can just increase the transparency based on my choice. So let's say I have this much transparency, and now you see I have added a transparency on my image. Let me just align it little towards my left so that it looks perfect. Now you see that if I have added this logo on my master layout, you see this is my master layout, and then this master layout is using these many layouts. So don't get confused between master and layout. Master is the master layout, while all the layouts which are present in that master are present one below the other in form of stack. Alright, let me just close this. If I just click on this close button, now you see here all my slides are using this particular logo. Now you cannot change this logo directly from here. You see, if I just click also, nothing happens. And if I go to slide number 2, you see here also I should be having this particular logo, but what happens is I have this particular image which is causing distraction to that particular logo, and it is hiding that logo. I'll just show you. You see, if I just bring it down, you see I have this particular logo. So let me just undo it. Now some of you might be thinking why this image is hiding the logo. The answer lies on the way Google Slides interprets object. Whatever object that is fresh object or the current object is there, that will always override the previous object. In this case, you see on top of the layout we have added this image. That is the reason it is hiding that logo. Let's say if I just go to slide, go to edit master, and if I just go to slide number 3, you see this particular slide is there, and if I just go to slide, let me again go to edit master, and you see this layout is using slide number 3. I mean the vice versa, that is slide number 3 is using this layout, right? So what I have to do is, let's say again if I add an image or the logo, you see if I just add it here. Now before that I'll just show you that you see we already have this logo. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll just create the same logo. I'll create the logo of the same size. Now you see that I have added this logo on this layout, and if I'll just bring it at the top, now you see that this logo will be visible in my main slide. You see if I just go to my slide number 3, you see this logo is visible. So what I've done is, let's say if I change a logo on my master slide, but due to restrictions or due to some complication of your layout, if the logo is not visible, then manually either you have to take that logo and you have to keep that in your slide, or what you can do is you can just go to that particular layout which your slide is using, and then you have to add that logo. Alright, so in the same way you can add a lot of things. For example, if I just go to slide, again go to edit master, and here let's say that you want to add a watermark or any other text which will be applicable to all the slides. So let's say if I add a text, for example here, let me just add a text, or I can just add a text box itself. I can add like this, or it is better to add in master layout itself. So let me do one thing, let me just delete it, go to my master, and here I'll just add a text box, and let me just write something. For example, I'll just say tutorial brain, and I'll just increase the font to, let's say, 80. Now at this moment what I want is, I want to make this as my watermark. so that it will be present across all the slides. So first, let me just tilt it a little bit. I think this looks perfect. And now you see, it looks as if we are having a particular watermark. And now if I just close my master layout, now you see, if I just go to my first slide, you see this particular watermark is there. Now in the second one, you see the watermark is there, but it is barely visible because we have this solid orange background. If I go to my third slide, you see we have this watermark. So in this way, you can edit your master layout. Again, if I just go to my slide, go to edit master, you see you can name your master slide also. For example, you can just change the name. So here I can just click on this rename button and I can just change it to, let's say, demo 123. Click OK. And now you see it is showing edit master view demo 123. Right? Similarly, if I just go to this particular layout, again I can rename it to anything. For example, similarly, if I just come to this particular layout, if I just click on rename, you see I can just rename this subtitle. Click OK, and now you see that you have added a different name to this layout. Alright, in the same way you can change this master view demo itself. So for example, if I just go to my master view, you see here, if I want to edit or if I want to rename this, just go to master, give right click, go to rename master and give the name of your choice. For example, master slides, click OK, and now you see that it is renamed to master slides. Let me just close this and let me just go to slide number 2, and you see in the toolbar, if I just go to layout, you see it gives me that this particular slide is using this layout. If you want to change it, you can just come here and change to any particular layout. Let's say that I want to change to this title only. I can just select this title only, and now this slide is having this layout. Alright, so you have seen how you can use master view to change the layout of your existing theme, and we have also seen how to edit a particular existing theme. Now let's see how you can create a new theme by using master layout. So if I just go to new theme, you see this is a blank presentation, and here towards the top right you have list of layouts which are by default present in Google Slides. And to see that, go to slide, go to edit master, and these are all the layout which is present when you open a blank presentation. Now let's say that I want to delete lot of layouts, so I can just select all these layouts and I can just press delete in my keyboard, and you see if I press that, all my layouts are gone except this first one, because this layout is used by this slide, that is slide number 1. So even if I just give right click, try to delete this by going to delete, you see it is not going to delete it because my slide number 1 is using this layout. To fix this, what I can do is just close this, delete this slide number 1, and now if I just go to my slide, now if I go to edit master, now you see I have one layout. If I click delete or if I press delete in my keyboard, now that layout is also gone. But please note that you cannot delete master. If I go to master, press delete in my keyboard, nothing is going to happen because this is master slide. And basically what I do is I used to add layout based on my liking. So let's say that if I come here, if I just add a new layout, for that I have just given right click, select this new layout, and now I can add a layout. So let's say that I want to add a title, and I can just change a particular font, let's say Oswald, and I can just give a particular font size, let's say 48 for my title. And now what I want is I want to add a background image. So for that I can go to insert, go to image, and this time I'm going to search an image from the web. Let's say that if I just give here gradient background, because gradient background is very popular nowadays, I can select a particular background based on my choice. Let's say I want this background, I think this will be very good. If I add this background, click insert, and now you see that this particular background is added on my layout. And if I just create a new slide and if I want to use this layout, then my slide will be having this background along with this layout. So what I mean is, let's say that if I just resize it, if I just bring it like this, and let me just add a text also. So I'll just come here, I'll just say, for example, subtitle. So I'm going to add my subtitle here, and let me just give something. Let's say I can change this to, for example, Comic Sans, and let me just increase the font. Let me just make it as, let's say, 40, or 40 is too much. I can just make it as, let's say, 30. And now I can change the color. For example, let me just change it to, for example, this time let's try white color. And I think, yeah, white is looking cool. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to fade out my background. So for that, I'll just give right click, go to format options, go to adjustment, and I'll just change the transparency. You see, now I think this particular transparency is fine. And now I'm going to change the color of my text. And before that, I'll just increase the size. And let me just close the themes. And here, what I'm going to do is, I'll just go to color and choose the black color, or I can choose one shade lighter of black so that it does not show too much brightness. Alright, so you see, this is the particular layout which I have created. And again, if I want to create another layout, I'll just click on this new layout. And this time, let's say that I want to add a shape at top. So here I'll just add shape. So let me just add this particular shape, that is rectangular. And I can just add a fill color. Let me add a orange color. And I'll just select this, and I'll just go to border color. I should make sure that it is transparent based on my liking. So I always want a transparent border. So I have made it transparent. And now let me add a text box. Let me just add a title, and I can just say here, this is my title, or I think title is already there. So I'll just do one thing. Here, let me make this as title, change the color to, for example, white. Change the size to, let's say, 48, and this one I'm just going to delete it. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to add a subtitle or body text in this case. So this is my body text. Alright, so this is the way, you see, I have added two layouts in my theme. Now if I just close this, let me just close this, and now if I just click on this drop down, you see, just beside the plus button you have this drop down, and you have two layouts which are available for your theme. Let's say that I want to add this particular layout. I can just add the title, and you see, I can just adjust the size as well. So this is my slide number 1, and if I just come here, I can just go to slide number 2, and I can choose that. In fact, I can choose the same layout as my previous slide, but this time I wanted to choose a different layout, and here I can just change it to. So this is just for information purpose, but in case of actual scenario, you will be having your requirements clear beforehand before you try to create your theme. So it will be very easy. If you know master, you'll be able to create a brand new theme. Now again, important point is that, you see, if I just go to new slide, or rather new presentation, if I just click on this open new presentation, now you can import your previous presentation along with the themes and master layout. So what I mean is, let's say that if I just come towards my right, you see you have themes, and these are the themes which are present, and you have an option of import theme. If I click on this import theme, now you will be noticing that you can import an existing theme, or you can import a theme which you have already prepared. So before that, let me just go back, and here I'll just say my personal theme, and let me just go back to here. And now if I just close this, let me again go to import theme, and now you'll be seeing that here we have my personal theme. Just click on this, select it, and now you will be able to import this theme. So I'm just going to select this, click on import theme, and now in your brand new presentation you have imported a previous theme. Now you see that here you have two extra layouts. You see, this is my title slide, this is my custom layout 1, and this is my custom layout 2. So this is a very important concept of using master slide to create a new theme. So in this video, just to recap it, first we understood what is master view, then we understood how to view master view and how to edit master view. We also understood how to change various objects, for example text, background color, logo, watermark, etc. in my master view. Then we created a brand new theme in which we created our own layout, and then at the end what we did is we imported our theme using the import theme feature of Google Slides. So that's it. I know that this video was quite a big video, but I hope you got a great value out of this video. Now, if you want to understand how to create themes with lot of functionalities and features, then you have to watch a video which I'm going to publish soon on my channel that will be containing complete information about themes. Alright, so if you got a good value out of this particular video, then please hit on the like button, subscribe to our channel, and that's it. Tata, bye bye.